Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered palette, and I'm actually going to be starting off with the shade Henna, which is quite a dark matte sort of chocolatey brown colour with a little bit of red to it. And I'm going to be taking this 253 Zoeva contour shader brush, and I'm actually just going to be packing this on my eye. Quite a lot of product I'm going to be packing on in kind of like a circle shape in my crease area. So usually I like to wing my eye makeup outwards so that it's like a wing shape, but today I actually wanted to keep it a little bit more rounded, as you can see. So I'm really packing this shade on just in a kind of crease area of my eye and connecting it down to the inner corner and the outer corner as well. And I'm packing this on until I'm quite happy with the intensity, and this is what it looked like when I had finished. So now I'm going to go in with the shade Sandalwood on this 231 Zoeva brush. This is kind of like a pencil brush, so it's a little bit more precise, and I'm going to be taking that slightly lighter brown shade and basically just using that to blend out the harsh corners of the shade that we already laid down. So this part here did actually take me quite a while to blend because I really wanted it to be a seamless blend, but I didn't want to take it too high up to my brow. So I did want to keep the product more concentrated and lower down closer to the shade that we already put down, but I still wanted it to be blended. So I did spend quite a lot of time going backwards and forwards blending this, and then I did take a clean fluffy brush. This is Zoeva as well, and then I just went in kind of circular motions and blended it all together as well. So I carried on using this clean fluffier brush for quite a while, again just blending out the edges so that it was all nice and seamless on my eye. And then what I did is I went back in with that first brush that we used to place down that deeper shade, and I went back in and just intensified it up on the outer corner where we blended some of it away. And then I just went back through with the two blending brushes again until I got my eye to look like this. Next I'm going in with the shade Man Eater, which is the more red. This is more of a true red, slightly deeper shade, and I'm just really packing that onto the outer corner of my eye using this flat 234 Zoeva brush. I'm just sort of pressing this colour onto my eye so that the colour is nice and intense, and then I'm just going in with that pencil brush that we used to blend. I'm just going to slightly blend it in a little bit, and then what I do is I just go back in a little bit more with the red shade again, just press that back in just to even further intensify it, and then again blend. So this look is kind of all just about the blending really. Now I'm going in and just basically doing exactly what I did to the outer corner to the inner corner of my eye, so just pressing that same shade into the inner corner. And now I'm going in with this shade 24K, which is this really nice shimmery true gold shade, and I'm taking this on a really small little kind of detailer brush. This is the Morphe M508, and I did actually spray this with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus just to get the shade to apply a little bit more intense, but I did decide to just go in with my finger and press this into the center of my lid just because it went on a little bit better this way. And now I'm just going to be blending that into the outer and inner corner using that brush that we used to pack on the red with, just so that it's nice and blended and we don't have any harsh lines. Now because this is quite a festive glittery look, I wanted to add a little bit of glitter. So this is actually glitter from Avon. It's just a white glitter, and I'm going to be using the Beauty Bakery glitter glue, and I'm just going to press a tiny bit of that in the center of my lid, and then just press a tiny bit of that glitter in with my ring finger onto just the center of the lid, just to give it a little bit of dimension and add just a little bit of a different shade and a little bit of a sparkle. So now I'm just going to be moving on to my face. I'm going to be starting off with moisturiser. This one is the Clarins Hydra Essential Lotion. I like this for just like everyday moisturising. And now of course I'm going in with my Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour Foundation. My one is actually run out, so I used a slightly darker shade than my natural skin tone, as you can see. I'm just bouncing that into the skin with my beauty blender. And my lashes, by the way, are Sosu in the style Dubai. So I'm just making sure I take that foundation all the way down my neck. I don't really know why it looks like the devil has attacked my neck, but my neck is so sensitive. So I'm just making sure that all of the foundation is blended all the way down my neck. And now I'm just going in with a bit of concealer. This is the Charlotte Tilbury MaggieA concealer in the shade 2, which is obviously quite a lot lighter than my skin tone, just so that it highlights under my eyes. I'm also just going to be taking a tiny bit of that concealer on my Cupid's bow and my chin just to highlight, and then I'm just going to bounce that in with a beauty blender. This is a very full coverage concealer, so it did take me quite a long time to blend it, but I absolutely love this one. It's probably my favourite concealer. So now I'm just baking my under eyes with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm just going to leave that on there for a few seconds to set, and I'm just going in with my Body Shop Sunny Bronzer, and I'm just using this kind of as a contour, but just really lightly, kind of on like the hollows of my cheeks, and I'm just going to be taking that a little bit on my forehead as well, just so it looks like I've got a little bit of a natural tan sort of going on. So now I'm going to go in and just deepen up that contour even more. So I'm going to be using the Kevyn Aucoin contour powder in the shade Light. I'm just using that on a Zoeva angled brush. I'm just literally putting that obviously in the hollows of my cheeks just to deepen up the contour. And I'm also just taking a little bit down the sides of my nose and on my forehead as well. I absolutely love this contour shade. It's literally the perfect contour shade for me. So after I've done that, I'm going to go back to my Huda palette and grab the shade Sandalwood on this Zoeva quite big fluffy brush. I'm just going to be taking that quite loosely under the lower lash line. I'm going to be taking this shade down quite low, but still making sure it's really nice and blended. And then what I'm going to do is just go in with the shade Henna, which is the slightly darker brown colour, and I'm going to take that on a pencil brush and just take that under the lash line as well, but keep it a little bit closer to my actual lash line and not bring it down as low. And now I'm going to go into the shade Man Eater, which was the red shade that we used, and I'm just going to pop that even closer to my lash line, but just on the kind of outer third. And now I'm going into the shade Moon Dust, and I'm just going to be taking that on a really small detailer brush. I'm just going to be popping that on the inner third of my lower lash line and just on the tear duct area as well. Just going back to the face, I'm using Ofra highlighter in the shade Radial Drive on this Morphe brush. I'm just going to be popping that on the tops of my cheek and kind of just a little bit down the bridge of my nose and on my cupid's bow and chin as well. Now I'm just going in with my NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel and just combing through my brows with that. And now I'm just going in with a little bit of blush. This is the Charlotte Tilbury blush in the shade Ecstasy. I'm just applying that with the Charlotte Tilbury blusher brush. Just a little tiny bit of this just on my cheek area. And now I'm just going in with a bit of lip liner. This is actually Charlotte Tilbury as well, and this is the shade Iconic Nude, which is one of her lip liner shades, which is probably one of my favourites from her. So I'm just slightly overlining my lips with this, and what I'm actually going to be doing is just sort of filling in my lips with the lip liner as well, just so that I don't have to wear lipstick. And then I'm just going over the top of that with this Jouer lip topper in the shade Rose Gold, which is absolutely stunning. It's like this rose gold glitter lip gloss, and it looks amazing in person as well. Right, and that is it, guys. That is the completed finished look. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.